feel better if Grant hadn't insisted on working alone this time.
The success of his plan depends entirely on the mysterious Mr. M having a clear field. Police follow-up might have been discovered.
What if M discovers that instead of hijacking the model of Kittridge's submarine engine, as he was led to believe, he has Grant Farrell in that box?
So far, Grant's foolhardy plan to be taken right into Mr. M's headquarters seems to be working. But I'd give a half a year's pay to know where that box is right now.
I haven't had a chance to thank you yet, Mr. M, for springing me from the police.
As long as you prove valuable to me, you'll be taken care of.
Imagine me sitting here talking to the mysterious Mr. M. Say, I bet there's not a half a dozen people know what you look like.
Your help will be better, Shrek, if you can forget what I look like. And also where I'm taking that box.
Well, you can count on me.
I think you'd be wise to take that box to the nearest municipal airport, Mr. M. By the way, turn around. I'd like to see what you look like.
It's Grant Farrell.
Alias, the model of Dr. Kittridge's motor block. Thanks for bringing me here.
So you're sure that you convinced Anthony Waldron that you weren't trying to double-cross him?
Do you think I'd be here if I didn't have him fooled? I told him I was trying to keep the real Mr. M from getting the model of the Kittridge submarine engine.
I hope you're right.
Look, Marina, playing along with Anthony is the only way we can get the upper hand.
Well, that signal means he's back and wants to see you.
I'll go right down.
Hello, Derek.
What is Archer doing with the microwave transmitter?
Taking it apart. When any useful equipment ceases to, shall we say, operate my best interests, I usually have it removed.
You mean the police are wise to our control over Kirby Walsh?
Not only that, but they used the micro receiver you had surgically inserted into his eardrum to bait a trap. And you, my friend, would undoubtedly be in police custody right now if I hadn't taken over.
Believe me, Anthony, I had no idea it was a trap.
No, of course you didn't. You were acting only in my best interest, weren't you?
You don't believe it. You think I was trying to double-cross you.
Oh, now, why would you do that? We stand a chance of making a fortune once we get all the parts and plans for Kittridge's engine, which will make possible fast-moving submarines as large as ocean liners.
That's right.
We've got to stick together, Derek, in order to outwit the unknown Mr. M.
I'm with you to the end if we can only catch up with him.
Very sincere expression of loyalty, Derek. Which I don't believe. I would have eliminated Derek permanently if I didn't have the alternative of injecting artificial obedience into him by means of Hypnotreme. Put him on the surgical table.
Hello, Captain. Meet Mr. Skinner.
Glad to know you.
Thanks. Mr. Skinner was sent to me from the patent office.
We did some work for a certain party who's dropped out of sight. I was trying to locate him. That's why I came to Washington and inquired at the patent office.
Did you bring the picture?
Yes.
Show it to Mr. Skinner.
man, all right. We knew him as Jack Nichols.
Dr. Kittridge was more secretive than most inventors.
Well, he knew the value of his submarine engine. In order to protect it, he used assumed names and arranging to have the different parts developed.
I'm convinced from what you already told me, Mr. Castleton, that my partner and I were working on a part of his engine.
What part?
A manifold gas converter which purifies the carbon monoxide coming out of a gasoline engine's exhaust.
Where's the converter?
Well, my partner Brandon has it in our shop back home.
Should be turned over to Grant Farrell immediately. He's our special agent handling the Kittridge case.
I'll tell Brandon on the phone right away.
Well, impress on your partner that he must use extreme caution, so there'll be no interference from the mysterious Mr. M.
This is the mysterious Mr. M. Martin Brandon is registered at the commercial hotel. He has with him a gas converter that makes servicing of underwater vessels unnecessary. Get this device immediately. Lose no time, as Brandon intends contacting Grant Farrell.
This record came in a box of orchids for Grandma.
Mr. M, as he calls himself, must be feeling in a good mood.
And why shouldn't he? He stands to win a fortune with us doing all the work and taking all the chances.
We're in this too deep to quit now, even if we could. We can't. He knows too much.
Then you'd better do as you've been ordered.
I'll telephone Schrack and Droga to take care of Brandon at the commercial hotel.
Captain Blair's office?
Yes. Winthrop speaking. Grant Farrell, please. Who is this?
Martin Brandon.
Oh, yes, Mr. Brandon. Mr. Farrell's on his way over to the hotel. He should be there any minute.
Oh, all right. I'll wait for him. Thank you. How do you do?
Hello?
Mr. Farrell?
Well, yes, I'm Farrell. This is Mr. Dorgan, the man working with me.
How do you do?
You're Mr. Brandon, eh?
That's right. It's too bad I didn't get you when I called Captain Blair's office. I could have saved you a trip out here.
What do you mean?
Well, I was a little nervous about that mysterious Mr. M. I had an expressman pick up the gas converter. I sent it to your apartment. Excuse me.
Let that phone ring.
Why?
Because I tell you to.
Drop that gun!
Hello? Yes, Schrack. All right, Schrack. Stand by that phone. Oh, give me the number. I'll call you back in a few minutes. Schrack ran into trouble at the hotel.
Did he get the gas converter?
No, but he found out it was being shipped by express to Grant Farrell's apartment.
Oh, that's a bad break.
Well, Farrell doesn't know about it yet, so it won't be too difficult to get. With the help of Hypnotreme, we can use Derek to keep Farrell away from this place. Bring Derek in here, Hutch. Listen carefully, Derek. From now on, you will work with the police. You want to help them. You understand?
I understand. I want to help the police.
You have information they should know about. But you're afraid of the mysterious Mr. M. He'll kill you.
I'm afraid the mysterious Mr. M will kill me.
You will call Grant Farrell at police headquarters.
And a search of Brandon's room revealed nothing. Then I checked with the hotel people, and nothing of Brandon's was found in the luggage room.
Well, maybe Brandon didn't have the converter with him.
Well, when I talked to Skinner, he said definitely Brandon took it with him.
So the mysterious Mr. M put another one over on us.
No, I don't think so. Schrack certainly went out of that room empty-handed.
Sullivan just called in, Grant. There's been no trace of Schrack. Well, if they haven't caught him yet, he slipped through the net. You might as well call off the boys.
Kirby,
Well, how are you feeling? Fit as a fiddle.
do you remember anything that happened before that chemical was injected by Mr. M?
No, I wish I did. Somebody'd pay for a lot of things. Captain Blair's office. Just a minute. It's for you, Grant. Farrell speaking.
This is Derek Lamont.
Yes, Mr. Lamont?
Could I see you immediately? It's very important.
Well, of course. Come on over to headquarters.
That would be too risky. Frankly, I'm afraid for my life.
Why? What's happened?
I'll explain when I see you. I have some information that may lead to Mr. M.
Where are you?
I'm in a phone booth at 5th and Lake.
I'll pick you up in my car in a few minutes.
Anything interesting, Grant?
I don't know. It looks as though it might be. I'm going with you. Okay, Kirby. You stay here and hold down the office with Winthrop, Shirley.
Let's get out of here fast. Up there. You think we can drive around until we make sure we're not being followed?
Keep a lookout behind, Kirby.
Right.
That leaves us a clear field of Farrell's apartment.
Yeah. We'll get over there right away.
Now, what's this all about, Derek?
Did you ever hear of a Professor Droga?
No, I can't say that I have.
Well, he and Dr. Kittridge worked together. Droga was doing some research in connection with artificial means of adapting the human system to withstand great pressures.
What do you mean by that? What artificial means?
With chemicals.
Well, that's very interesting. All of M's victims died from the effects of chemicals.
Yeah, and Dr. Kittridge was among them.
Does this Droga know anything about Kittridge's submarine engine?
He may have. He dropped out of sight about a month before the doctor was murdered. I never saw him again until today.
Why didn't you mention him before?
Well, to tell the truth, I forgot all about him. When I saw him again today, I remembered his association with Dr. Kittridge, and I thought that he possibly could be Mr. M.
Where did you see him?
Going into an old deserted house in the suburbs. He took some packages in and came out later without them.
It's worth following up, Grant.
How do we get to this old house?
You go out through Littlefield. This is it.
Kirby, you stay out here and cover for us while we go inside and investigate.
Right, you better take this with you.
Droga went down through here.
We've got it. Now let's get out of here.
Wait a minute. I gotta call Anthony first.
Hello? Yes. Good work, Donager. Take the package to your place and hold it till I call you. Everything's working out just as we planned. Donager and Schrack have the converter.
What about Derek?
He was picked up by Grant Farrell and Kirby Walsh. He should arrive at the deserted house any minute now. 10 o'clock, Derek will pay his debt for having double-crossed me. Grant Farrell and Kirby Walsh will be out of our way for good.
Doesn't look like this place has been used in years.
There's something hidden down here if we can only find it. There's a place where the dust has been disturbed.
Let's see. You're right.
No dust in the valve handle either.
Try it. See what happens. Oh, we're getting somewhere.
Hold the light, I'll get the box.
Heavy?
Yeah, pretty heavy. What's that?
The village clock striking 10.
Yeah, so it is. Well, let's see what's in the box.